Games to be played Saturday and Monday, the 20th and the 22nd, and the #1 seed is Michigan. The Wolverines. What a nice stop it is for Juwan Howard, the head coach of the Wolverines. Terrific job.
They got the East.
Well deserving.
Well deserved, that's right.
And they will play the winner of the first 4 game on Thursday, March the 18th, between the Mountain.
Hot damn Texas Southern, I knew it.
Out of the Northeast, 12-10 on the year, 9-7. They won the
Yes.
tournament.
Yes.
17th in the nation in scoring defense. They do play some defense. They're going up against
Mount St. Ware.
Tigers from the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Tigers ended Prairie View A&M's 15-game win streak to secure the SWAC tournament championship. Moving on, the 8th seed in the East will be LSU. The Tigers went to the SEC tournament final for the first time since 1993. LSU
Buzzer beater today
is a dangerous
against
Alabama. Think
Alabama.
about perhaps them advancing and matching up with Michigan.
God dang, Texas Southern, yes.
They showed really well today against Alabama. When
Yes,
they
indeed,
defend,
Texas
they can
Southern.
score with anybody in the country. We always talk about these 8-9 matchups. They're going to go up against St. Bonaventure. You saw them earlier in Atlantic 10 regular season title, an Atlantic 10 tournament championship. The Bonnies are going to be facing a formidable opponent in LSU. Let's move on down the bracket. The 5th seed,
Colorado.
the Buffaloes of Colorado at 22-8 out of the Pac-12, reached the Pac-12 tournament
Lost
finals
last
before
night,
losing to
Oregon
Oregon
State.
State. They
That's right.
will meet 12th seed Georgetown. The Hoyas
Big Pat.
out of the Big East. Their first Big East tournament title.
Pat's
since
boys.
2007. If you want to grab hold of a 12 over a 5, the way the Hoyas rolled through the Big East tournament in New York, they certainly are playing at a high level, and this is a comfortable matchup going against Colorado.
I like Georgetown in that game too.
Well, let's round out this part of the bracket with the #4 seed out of the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. 16-6 on the year. Coach Leonard Hamilton brings the Seminoles back to the tournament for a 4th straight year. They reached the ACC tournament finals before losing to Georgia Tech.
How about a potential Sweet 16 between Florida State and Michigan? I like the Seminoles in that one, Clark.
Take a look. The 13 seed, the Spartans of UNC Greensboro at 21-8. They beat Mercer in the Southern Conference Tournament Championship game. Now, new part of the bracket. 6th seed, BYU from the West Coast. 2nd in the WCC during the regular season. Losing to top seed Gonzaga in a game that led by as many as 14. 8 quad 1 and 2 wins. The BYU Cougars at 20-6. They will play the winner of the first 4 game on Thursday. The
That's gonna be good.
Michigan State at 15-12 as Tom Izzo appears in his 23rd straight NCAA tournament. And UCLA, the Bruins, the #11 seed, ending the season on a 4-game losing
Probably
streak.
as far as name recognition is concerned,
That sound you heard was everyone in
biggest
America falling
play-in
off their
game.
couch. Frankly, I'm surprised that those teams ended up in the first 4.
That's
Michigan
right.
State has beaten all 3 #1 seeds in this tournament and still ended up
You
in
hear
the
that?
first 4.
God.
That's 2021.
But they're in.
They're in.
All right, the
Saturday.
Wait for those 2.
#3 seed in the East region, Shaka Smart's Texas Longhorns, 19-7 on the year. They win their first ever Big 12 tournament championship. And this team early on was playing as well as anybody, hit a skid, but have now ascended, and they're a threat to get to Lucas Oil Stadium. They will play the Wildcats of Abilene Christian out of the Southland Conference. Ran away from Nichols 79-45 in the Southland tournament final. The #7 seed, the Yukon Huskies out of the Big East. They return to the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2016, and they will meet 10th seed Maryland. The Terps, 16-13 on the year. The Terps are in the NCAA tournament
Maryland.
5 times now in the last 6 seasons. And at the very bottom, the #2 seed, Alabama, the Crimson Tide, 24-6, won the SEC regular season title for the first time in 19 years. Then won their first
God
SEC
dang, is that a
tournament
strip
final,
club?
defeating LSU by 1. They will meet the 15th seed. Guess who? The Gales.
God dang,
of
that
Iona.
damn team at the strip
Headed up by
club.
Rick
Look at them
Pitino,
lights up
third
there.
coach in NCAA history. They
God
take 5
dang.
schools to the NCAA tournament. They won the MAC tournament title, defeating Fairfield. All right, the breakdown of conferences that earned multiple bids looks like this. No surprise, the Big Ten leads the way with 9 teams. The Big 12 and ACC are next with 7 bids. 5 conferences received 2 bids each. Should any of these conferences have a team withdraw, a replacement team will fill their spot in the bracket. Now, the 4 teams that
Good
just
enough.
missed the 16-team tournament
That's
field,
gotta hurt.
Colorado State, St. Louis, Ole Miss are in that order on standby to replace any team from a multi-bid conference that is forced to withdraw. No replacement teams will be added after Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Any withdrawals after this deadline will be ruled a no contest. If the champion of a one-bid league withdraws, it would be replaced by a team from the same league. The Tuesday deadline still applies.
Time to get them all right.
Team assumes the position